Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute for sure. A lot has changed since I did my last video, which has probably been about a year or so now. Yeah, it's been a while. I got a new phone and I was putting in my information on my YouTube to sign back into my YouTube, and my videos popped up and I thought, oh, I should make a video. It's been a long time, and I still get like a lot of people that still post on my other videos. I'm sorry if you have, and I never responded back to anyone's comments. My apologies. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy year with this whole COVID bullcrap, and yeah, a lot's gone in my life, and so here I am. And if you're new to my channel, then you can watch my other videos if you want, or you can start fresh today because you really didn't miss much before. I used to do Saxenda. That's what a lot of people used to watch me from, is when I did Saxenda, which was, it was an injectable dose of medication that you take every day for weight loss. And if you did follow my videos before, you knew that I was extremely ill from it. I threw up a lot. I could not eat from it. And in regards to that, I lost a lot of weight, and I lost it really quickly. And it was really good. I look back on pictures of myself from 2 years ago, and I'm like, oh, I want to be like that again. Like, I lost all the weight so quickly, but I was so sick. And it wasn't good. It wasn't a way of living, and it wasn't a way of losing weight. And I think I've kind of came to the conclusion, you know, losing weight, it's not a race. And I think that's what I've always had in my mind, is like, if it's not coming off quickly, then, you know, you get irritated and you kind of give up on yourself. And I feel like that's what I've done a lot, because I took myself off that Saxenda, and instead of like watching what I ate and being careful, and I kind of just failed myself, and I just ate whatever I wanted, even though in my mind I didn't think that I was eating anything terrible. Looking back on it, I ate like crap. Even like, you know, going downtown and grabbing that Starbucks coffee, like, it's loaded in calories, it's loaded in sugar. And sometimes I do that like 2 times a day. And so I just recently went to the doctor, and because if you followed my last videos, I think that one of the last times that I made a video, I got down to 209, so 209 pounds. Background story, if this is your first time watching, welcome. I was at 315 pounds at my heaviest, and I was pretty successful in losing weight on my own, using calorie restricting, Weight Watchers, and I used to do keto as well. And I was pretty successful, but I did come down with some health issues. I have Graves' disease, so I have, my thyroid is actually hyper, which usually people will find themselves losing weight, but I also have PCOS, so polycystic ovarian syndrome, which people have a hard time losing weight. So I feel like I'm kind of like this. And like, if I try to lose weight, I can lose it. And then if I don't, I feel like I just kind of like I wouldn't say gain, but like I don't go lose. And sometimes I do gain. And so it's always been a battle. And one thing that I've really had to come to terms with, is that I've already known this. I've known this my whole entire life. I love food. I'm addicted to food. And sometimes I feel like I can binge all day and I'll eat all day long. I never feel full. And then there's other days where I won't eat breakfast. I'll have my morning coffee. I won't eat lunch, and then dinner time comes and I'm starving, so I overindulge in my dinner, and then I'm still hungry, so I'll eat the dessert, and then I'll pick at the dinner while I'm cleaning up, and then I'll have another piece of dessert. And that is what a food addiction is. This is what binge eating is, and that's what I do. And I had to come to terms with that because I didn't know what my problem was. I have a food addiction, and I'm better than this. And I understand, like, a scale does not, you know, there's more than just a scale. It doesn't define who I am. But like, I'm 31 years old. I suffer with extreme back pain. I can't go running. Like, I see all these people running outside, and I'm like, I wish I could run like that. And hiking, like, when I'm out there for a walk, I'm out there for a walk and I enjoy it. But getting outside for that walk is the most hardest thing, because I hate it. I have no energy. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I want my quality of life back, like how I was when I was 209 pounds. I want that back. So here we go. I go to the doctor last week, and I said, you know, I was down to 209 pounds last year, and I got down there quickly with the Saxenda, but I was really sick. I said, but you know, I don't feel like I've really changed too much in my diet, but I'm like putting the weight back on like super fast. I'm 260 pounds. How did I put like that much weight back on? How did I put like 50 pounds back on me? So I started talking to my doctor about, you know, my frustration. And she had asked me, she goes, do you want to try going back on Saxenda? And I said, yeah. And then I said, you know, I've also seen something called Contrave. Have you heard of that? And she goes, yeah, I had one patient on it before. I don't think she was very successful. And I said, okay. And I said, you know, I might want to try it. So she kind of did some researching on it to make sure that the Contrave doesn't interfere with my thyroid, because Saxenda definitely, there's warning labels right on that thing for, you know, may cause thyroid cancer, all of this and that, right? So she did some research on the Contrave to see that if it was going to interfere with my thyroid issue that I have, and she couldn't see anything to follow suit in that. So she said, well, it's your choice. What do you want to do? And I said, you know what, let's just try it. So for anyone that doesn't know, Contrave, I have it written down here, so I'll just read from what I wrote down. Contrave is a fixed dose combination med of, I don't even know how to pronounce them, so hear me out. Bupropion and naltrexone. So the bupropion, oh, I so got this wrong. Bupropion, if you want to Google it. That is an antidepressant. And then the naltrexone belongs to a class of drugs known as an opiate antagonist. So like with this medication, you can't take opiate drugs or whatever because it counteracts it. So from my understanding, that one is like what people give drug addicts to like wean them off the drugs. Don't quote me on this. Please do your own research. I did not research this. Those I just kind of wrote down on the piece of paper, like what they are. So if you want to look it up, feel free. That one's spelled Naltrexon. Or you could just look up Contrave, Contrave, and it'll tell you exactly what the medication is. So using the using the Contrave, those two medications together, it has helped for manage of chronic obesity with a combination of reduced calorie and increased physical exercise. They work together on separate parts of the brain to reduce appetite and how much you eat. It restores the balance of certain natural chemicals in the brain as well. So when you take this pill, so it comes in a pill form, it's not an injectable, which is really nice because the Saxenda was an injectable. So having the pill is good. So it kind of, I should have grabbed the bottle to actually read it. But you start at 1 pill in the morning for a week, and then week 2, you go to 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and then week 3, you go like 2 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and week 4 is your full dose, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening, and that's how you take this medication. Day 1, when I took it, within about 15-20 minutes, I felt extremely dizzy. Like I almost felt like I was high. And my speech was a little slurred looking back on it. I just felt like I smoked a couple joints I just felt a little out of it. But day 1, that was basically it. I also had a really bad headache that lingered on the whole entire day. But the night prior to that, I drank alcohol. And I could have been a little hungover with a headache. So I don't want to put that all on top of the Contrave. But yeah, I had the headache and I was dizzy for sure. Some of the symptoms on here: nausea, vomiting, constipation, stomach pain, headache, dizzy, sleeping problems, sweating, and dry mouth. When I was on Saxenda, all I did was throw up. I was so sick. So far on Contrave, all I've noticed is that I have the slightest bit of nausea, ever so slightly, that kind of just like, I feel like when I look at something, I don't want it. So like if I had, for an example, if I had a pie in front of me right now on regular terms with no Contrave, no Saxenda, I would probably grab the fork and sit here and eat the fork. One thing on the Contrave that I noticed is, did I say eat the fork or eat the pie? I don't know, eat the pie anyways. But being on Contrave, what I've noticed so far is I don't have to, I don't feel the need to like sit there and eat the pie. I could look at the pie and it doesn't bother me. And that goes for a lot of things in the house so far. I've noticed like I'm not going to the sugary foods. I'm not going to the things that I would normally go to. My husband and I went to Down Island the other day and I forget what we were getting. No, we were buying the kids food and we were in the McDonald's drive-thru and everybody had McDonald's and I was just like, no, I don't want anything. And it wasn't because I was on this medication, it was because my body just didn't want it. And that's something I've never, ever experienced before unless I was on Saxenda. And that was only because I was so sick that I couldn't eat anything. So I think the medication is working in that sense. When I first stepped on the scale, the first day I started Contrave, I was 260 pounds. I have not stepped on the scale yet because I'm trying not to step on the scale every day. Now, this used to be my thing. I used to step on it every day. It was my accountability thing. If I was up 4 pounds, well, I knew that I ate something too much, too heavy. So I'm trying not to do that because this medication is not a weight loss drug. It is to fix what's going on in here so I don't eat as much. I don't crave those sugary bad things. That's what this medication is for. This medication is not something that you stick into your belly and it keeps your food in your belly all day and so your stomach's always full. This is a brain medication for helping people. So if you have a food addiction, if you have impulsing, you have binge eating, maybe this is something that you might want to look into because I'm on day, so I started on Friday. Yeah, I started Friday. So today is Tuesday, and I can already tell, like, so right now I have severe dry mouth as well. This is something that is in here as a side effect from this medication. I do have dry mouth. I had the headache that lasted about 2 days or so. I joined a Facebook group it's like a Contrave support group, and every post, it doesn't matter what it is, everyone's saying water, 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 and I've been drinking so much water. Hello, Miss Jade. And so anyways, I've been drinking lots of water. Please, down off, Oliver. And due to the dry mouth and, you know, the headache and whatnot, but everybody says drink water on it, so that's what I've been doing. I've been feeling super full, no issues. And I'm gonna have to let you go because I got my dog now jumping all over me, and he probably wants to go outside, and you know, so I'm gonna let him go. I wish I could turn my camera around so you could see how beautiful it is, but I haven't figured that out yet. But that is from my bedroom window. How beautiful it is to live in beautiful British Columbia. But yeah, so I'm gonna do weekly updates on this Contrave, on this medication. I'm gonna give you all the information, how it makes me feel, whether it works, whether it doesn't work. I probably won't weigh myself until Friday. And I said 260. I actually was 262. So my bad. I was 262 when I stepped on the scale on Friday. So we'll do a weigh-in on Friday, and I'll probably make another video on Friday and upload it, and you guys can follow my journey on this Contrave. And I hope maybe, like, out of, you know, all these things I've done to try to lose weight and it's not been successful, maybe this is what I was missing. Maybe I just needed that thing to, like, work inside of my brain. Like, it's not just me, there's something wrong in here. So I'm hoping, just 1 second, baby. I'm hoping that this medication is just what I needed. And like I said, so far so good, not crazy side effects. I haven't vomited, nothing like that. So anyways, I'm gonna let you go. I got my kid and my dog here, and I will update you guys. I'll send another video out on Friday. And thank you for following my journey. Go enjoy that beautiful day out there. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna go take a walk myself. All right, bye guys.